Yeah, we wish we were back in August. It's as cold as it is. I mean, it's November and it's freezing here in hot Atlanta, cold Atlanta.
Not hot anymore.
Let me tell you. So we're here in the studio once more. I mean, man, I miss the summer. I'm not ready for this kind of weather. I'm just telling you. Mr. P, we appreciate you, sir. Listen, you're the sponsor. They say the hostess with the mostest, but you're the sponsor with the mostest. Okay? So we just want to shout you out, Mr. P, APAT Media. This episode is brought to you again by none other than our amazing, our favorite sponsor, APAT Media. And we are a photo production full service media company right here in Stone Mountain, Gwinnett County, the whole space we occupy. We are the best. Okay, we specialize in podcasting, multi-camera recording, video, and streaming services. And how can you reach us? Simple, info@apatmedia.com. That is A as in action, because that's what we're about. P as in production. A as in always, and P as in perfection. Yeah, that's what APAP stands for, guys. Man, warm it up, warm it up. We are getting ready because we've got a fun-filled evening for you guys. All right? Sister Sharon, what do you have going on? What kind of day is today? Because she's always got the sweet treats and all the stuff going on. What day is today?
I know, right? November is a sweet month.
Sweet month. I don't know
what
it is.
Chocolate and candy.
Candy and all the
Sunday. So it's also National Vanilla Cupcake Day.
Wow.
And
wow.
It is also, which I think is very fitting, it is National Forget Me Not Day.
Oh, I love that.
And so with that being said, I need to say, welcome, Speak Harmony family. This is Dr. Sharon, the Heart Lady, and I'm glad you're tuning in one more time to come chat with us. So another, and it's Veterans Day.
It is.
Right? And it's also a real powerful day, 11/11. 2025. So 11/11 for those who know. All right. It is also the United States Marines Corps birthday. Sharon, did you know that the United States Marine Corps birthday is an American celebration celebrated every year on November 10th with a traditional ball and cake cutting ceremony? And guess how long? This is their 250th. 1775.
Really? Wow.
250th birthday. So that's when the Continental Marines were established. So that's the day.
All righty then. And for all the veterans out there, we salute you. We appreciate you for everything you've done and continue to do.
Thank you for your
Thank you for your service. Bless you. So we've got some interesting people waiting to come up front, guys. Let me tell you, these are our true heroes serving this country, serving us. And for people like those, we're eternally grateful to you. We've got a couple that's coming to us. And let me tell you something, Sharon. This couple, Mr. James and Tamika Scott, they are Army Strong. And we want to bring them up front so we can hear all about their service. And in addition to that, we're going to make them blush. So come on in, Scotts. Where are you? Hello. There they are. Welcome. Don't be hiding back there, Missy. Come bring that beautiful face over here. Okay, there you go. So congratulations on your service. And congratulations. Overall, for serving the way you do, but tell us what prompted you to go to serve. What started? How did that start? Whose idea was it? Because both of you are retired service people. So let us know.
Yeah, tell us your branch and what was the inspiration.
We're Army Strong on this side.
Of course.
All right.
Nice. So certainly, Army Strong for sure. We bleed Army around here. What prompted me to serve? I would say I left Jamaica, I got to the States and was getting ready to go to school. My stepsister did join the Army. And once she joined the Army, she came back home and she was like, hey, I think this would be, great for you to do. They'll be able to pay for your schooling and all this other stuff. And she told me give it a shot, and I did, and never looked back.
I love it.
Never
I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say my story is a little different from Tamika. Not meaning to stop her, but I'm from South Carolina originally, and growing up in the 70s and 80s in the farming, I wanted a different way forward, and it was either go to school to play football, but in the summers I'd have to go back home. So the military was a no-brainer for me. I wanted to get away from farming, and I elected back in '86, went in the Army, and 3 years later, I found myself wanting to get out, go back home, and I realized that what I had left, I didn't want to be a part of it because I had already traveled a little bit, and by way of the Army, and got exposed to people and different things, and I had to go back. And I said, if I ever got a chance to go back in, I wasn't getting out. So looking at 30 years later. I'm looking back at, some of the things I've traveled so many places, met so many people, and accomplished a whole lot, instead of keeping myself boxed in. The Army provided, education, college education, and, various other things. And also gave me the opportunity to meet Tamika.
That was my next story. So you read my mind right there, James, because I was going to be. So tell us the love story. I mean, that chance of meeting that beautiful lady sitting next to you.
Oh my goodness! Let's not let him tell it.
Okay, so who do we want to hear from first? Whose story is it?
I know that you're correct.
Tell it, and then
let him tell it, and you're correct.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell it, but I'll iron it out after.
All right.
Okay, do y'all want to hear the truth or not so truth?
Okay,
we can prepare ourselves for this one.
Go ahead, honey.
It's unbelievable. It's when I first saw Tamika, I noticed her a couple of times walking through the halls of NATO headquarters in Brussels, in Belgium, and say, hey, how you doing? Spoke to her, and then this person just kept walking. I'm like, wait a minute,
Ooh.
yeah, I felt the same way. I dressed her, gave her the greeting of the day, and she just kept walking. And I'm like, man, what's really going on? They did this twice, not once, but twice. And lo and behold, we're in a meeting, it's a national meeting, and she sends an email out and said something about, to my effect that I don't respond to emails. I'm like, wait a minute, who's this coming from? And I look at the name on there.
And you don't respond to hellos.
Playing hard to get there to me.
And this is from the same person that I gave the greeting to a few days ago. But yet she can put me on Front Street in a meeting in front of everybody. Like, wait a minute, what's going on?
Wow.
But it was a good thing, Sometimes, for good things, you have to work for it. You have to put in work. Good things don't come easy.
Was the third time the charm?
I don't know. I'm still waiting on that verdict. I'm still going through
it. Was that 6 or 7 times to be
Tamika?
I'll say, y'all give me a couple more hours or years, and I'll let y'all know. So we'll circle back to that. We'll circle back to it.
And she's blushing
I
back
don't remember I am still waiting on the I honestly don't remember the speaking to, and I did not answer, but But I will say, James and I met while we were stationed in Brussels. And, the military takes you everywhere. It takes you to places that you would never dream of going. And the mission that we had, I don't think I know for a fact, a lot of people in the military don't even know that there are like different missions out there like that. And there are different assignments out there like that. So we had an opportunity to serve at the international stage.
Wow. Nice.
while we were stationed in Brussels. So I worked directly for the U.S. ambassador to NATO, while James oversaw all of the NATO, U.S. NATO transportation. So it was, I mean,
the president twice.
To include the president, of
President
course,
Obama,
twice.
Wow, I
The
envy
secretary,
you.
yeah, Secretary of State. We
Wow.
host the Secretary of State twice a year, and the SecDef twice a year. So we definitely had some great opportunities while we were in the military. So it's not all okay. We're going to war. We were at the international stage. So but certainly I did not recall the whole, hi.
I love it, James.
However, I did call him out because I did send a couple of emails and I didn't get a response. So I did call him out at a meeting. But we ironed it out. Yeah, we ironed it out. It was good. He tells that story all the time, but I still can't recall.
True. It's a true story.
I am, however, when I'm walking, and he knows this for a fact, that I get tunnel vision. Like I am all about business. Yes, I am all about business. Oh, I'm not. Oh,
maybe
so
not
so
at
I was
home, but
to,
when she's serving,
yeah.
she's all about business.
She's all about business. She's put up the.
She knows.
So how did that happen though, James? We got to dig into your business a little bit. What did you say that had her change that walk and that attitude and go and say yes to you? Oh, we can't say it here,
question.
right?
I can't remember. Yeah, we got to. This is
do not recall
PG-13.
one of those numbers.
But he had to first and foremost respond to the emails. So yeah, that kind of softened the tone a little bit.
Okay. So let's switch avenues a little bit to get y'all two off the hook. Since it is Veterans Day, can you tell us a little bit about your, once you coming back into civilian life, and how do you feel without being too political, but the politics around veterans? Because I really know that there's a lot of post-traumatic stress. And I know that there's a lot of controversy about the health care and how they've been treated. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Okay. So both James and I still serve. While we have retired from the Army, we still serve as government civilians. So we still serve. It is challenging, and as we know it to be in the military, you're supposed to be apolitical. So you're not supposed to be. We don't necessarily, not to say that we all don't have feelings, but we don't. That's something that we do not. We do not get involved with. Of course, behind closed doors, who doesn't have? We're only human. But we do have feelings. However, I think that discipline from the military kind of you're trained to look at things a lot more from a bird's eye view versus doing it at the lower level, and then being where we work. It's definitely you have to look at it from a bird's eye view. Absolutely. You have to look at the bigger picture. So yeah.
Thank you. Well, I want to ask you.
I would, to add on to what Tamika was just speaking, and being able to, see things from both points of view, from being a veteran, serving in conflict and deploying, the sacrifices you spend away from home, from your own country, from your family, missing birthdays, holidays, and things like that. Those things, they can't be replaced. And, you hear people, some people here in the U.S., they say, y'all veterans, y'all always get benefits, but they don't know the sacrifices that we went through.
Thank you. That part. And thank you for your sacrifice. Yes.
It's something that, I'll be honest with you, I went through a lot, but I'm glad I did, because it makes me appreciate it more. While in Belgium, I went through I was deployed 5 times total. But while I was in Belgium, I got a chance to go to the Battle of the Bulge. And this is where a lot of Americans, paid the ultimate price. And to see the conditions that they went through, the modern day Army, we've, how should I say, we revolutionized and updated equipment and all that stuff, but to know that they had the bare minimum, but they were asked for so much, to go to a foreign country for which they didn't volunteer to go, but they went in defense of to help liberate a country and through extreme conditions, and to see where many of them perished, it gives you a different understanding. You appreciate the sacrifice. And then going back to what Tamika just mentioned about, we're taught to be apolitical. But now it's too much involved from the administration, I should say, without going too far. But it's something that should be left alone. Let service members that signed up for this do their job without, having to show what side of the field that they're on, because that separates. We were taught to come together regardless of your ethnicity, race, or where you're from, to come together, learn to work together. They give you the plan, and it's up to us to come together, work together to accomplishment. And you give your life for the brother or sister to your left or right. But now you add in another thing with politics, and it's just, it's getting bad now. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Yes. So you kind of covered a whole lot of what I wanted to ask, because as far as challenges for veterans, what is one thing that you wish more people are really understood about the service, the military, just serving? Because I know people now, and I'll be honest, and I guess I'm saying it publicly, I have quite a few family members who have served, who are still serving as we speak. And if I had a choice or say so in that, I would probably tell them, don't do it. And let me tell you why. Service to country, not to people. Like you said it, James, you said it right. It's all across the board. You don't see color. You don't see, political preferences. You see people, because when you go to war, you have no time to go, hey, you're black or white. You're rich or you're poor. Where are you from? What was your zip code? What school did you go to? You're going to war. So whatever is happening, you're looking out for your brothers and your sisters. And that's just what it is. So you, like you're saying, you're forced into this hole, trying to pick a side. Leave it out of that. I get frustrated about that. Every time I hear, people want to politicize the service. I have
there
an
are
issue with that.
policies out there. I will tell you, there's a Hatch Act out there, and you're not supposed to be in it. So it's a matter of discipline. It's definitely discipline, but also respect for what you sign up for. To be honest, respect for what you sign up for, because you sign up when you're in the military. You sign up for you're going to be apolitical. You have to respect your brother and your sister, whether left and right, whether they're black, brown, or indifferent, whether they're from they're immigrants or whether they were born in the United States. You have to respect them. Because you know what? You never know. You never know, like, tomorrow, something could have pop off. I'm gonna say pop off.
Yes.
And you have to go to battle. I know,
of course, you go to battle. Of course.
Terminology. And you have to go to battle, and you have to trust that person to your left and to your right, regardless of where they're from, or the color of their skin, or their their
brother in arms, for real.
That's your brother in arms. And I can tell you that, like for me, I have met so many people. I have my military family it's a family. I can be honest with you. It's a family. Blood or no blood, we are family. And when you're with someone like that on a day in, day out, regardless of anything, you become family. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter where you're from or anything like that. We are family, and we're going to take care of each other when we go downrange. I tell you, one of my battle buddies, she's all the way from California. We were downrange together, and she was in a different service. She was in the Air Force. But we were downrange together. You see one, you see the other, because that was my battle buddy. And we took care of each other, We had long hours, working 20 plus hours sometimes a day. We may not have been out there, shooting and stuff like that, but we were working. We were actually working, and yeah. So you need that. You need that, regardless of any walk of life, wherever you come from. You need that in the military, in order to survive. To be honest.
So let's talk the opposite of what Sharon said. Sharon said that maybe with the climate of what's going on in the world today, that she may not necessarily want to encourage her family members to go into the arms. Speak to the opposite of that. Why would you think, if you do think that it's important, that some people do consider going into the armed forces?
I have a strong belief with the military, because I know where I came from when I was younger. The military teaches, and it embeds in you some discipline, rules, morals, some understanding about things that some people find it very hard to get from if they were to remain in place in their own neighborhood or community or whatever. You learn that you have to be disciplined to take care of yourself, because nowadays, some people, everything is given to them. You got some youngsters out there that don't even know how to make their bed properly. And these things became, a requirement. Waking up at 30 or 3:30 every morning, you're like, man, I'm not gonna do this. But then you realize you get up, you move with a purpose, you make your bed, you clean your areas, and then you get outside for PT. And then most people are still asleep. But the military, you're starting, and they become embedded in you. And after doing it so many times, it becomes second nature to you.
Right.
And then when you go home and you see your family members and friends or whatever, they're still in bed, you go visit them, and you're like, wait a minute, they didn't even make the bed, So it teaches a lot.
Yeah.
And then
Discipline.
not only does it teach us discipline, it's also the opportunity for education.
Of course.
You serve your time, and you can get free education, college education. So it has lots of benefits to it. And, as far as travel, I'm just going to be honest with you. Some places you can plan to go, and other places you're going to go where they need you at. So you get both the free trips that you want and the free trips that you don't want. So, but it's up to you to make the best of it. So,
and I like that you ended that way. Say that. Yes, go ahead.
Adding on to that, so while James talked about the discipline, the education, I think coming in the military, because when I came in the military, I was still young. I was still a teenager. I was 18, 19 years old. But in all honesty, the military teaches you so much. It teaches you financial literacy. Of course, you got your education, but you have those benefits as well too. And those benefits are, you don't get them. I'll be honest, you don't get them for free out there in the real world. Whereas the military will take care of your medical. The military, teaches you how to, ensure that you have like a 401k. Just there are things in the military. There are different benefits in the military that you get where you will not get that opportunity out there in the real world, out there in the civilian world. There are people that, of course, when you, depending on like your background and stuff like that, you may have some of that opportunity, but while in the military, it is open door to you. It's a matter of, if you go in the military, it's on you. It's really on you if you do not succeed. I'll be honest with you. It's on you, what you do, what your thoughts are, if you do not succeed. And no one says that you have to stay in the military, between me and James, 20, 30 years, right? You could do a term in the military. I think that is, outside of what's going on today, the chaos that's going on outside, I do believe that, the younger folks it would be good for them to join the military. It helps you to mature real fast.
You're right.
It helps you to mature real fast and actually take life seriously, take life seriously, growing up, being just being a little independent,
A
right?
lot.
Oh yeah.
A lot independent by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Some things that they have omitted out of school, out of high school. There's a lot of things that have been omitted out of high school that the military teaches you. It may not be like hunky dory, but it is instilled in you some kind of way, regardless of anything. And I just believe that outside of the chaos that we see, the military does it is
Structure.
it is, yeah, it gives you that structure, and it gives you that pathway to growing up
Just
and
success.
becoming
Yeah.
an adult. Yeah,
I
It's a
yeah,
great
I agree.
foundation for.
yeah.
So I hate to let you go, but I mean, I am so, in awe of you too. I mean, really heard a lot about you from someone here, but you know what? I am just
Can you
so
say that
happy
person's
that
name?
you mean Uncle P
Thank
over
you.
here?
That's
Uncle P
uncle
over
right
here. That's
there.
my big
That's
brother.
Uncle.
Look,
That's
that's
my big
that's
brother.
my second father. That's my second father right there.
Oh, fire! I love
Uh,
it. I
but
love
I
it. I
will tell
love
you
it.
guys that
That's family.
he has been our support, especially for me.
Yes.
When I had to go overseas, when I tell you, and leaving my daughter, that has been my stop it. I don't want to do
Oh,
that.
You're gonna
But
yeah.
that's my heart right there. Both
Oh,
Oh,
him
I
and his
know.
wife, they are, yeah. So when you talk about the military, I mean they've been there with
that's
us,
beautiful. And that's
for
great to have
yeah,
that extra
Of
yeah,
course.
support.
And they're so
Yeah.
proud of you
yeah.
guys. I mean, let me
Yeah.
tell you, he was,
Oh,
he
just
didn't.
gleaming. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Yes.
when we said we needed someone, a vet, he was like, "Oh,
I got
my
you.
niece and my nephew." I was like,
He was so
pat
proud.
pat
Yeah.
himself on the back. So you know what? Shout out, Mr. P.
Shout
And
out,
that's
Mr.
why our
P.
big brother over there.
Yeah. Can I
Let
just
me tell
ask
you.
one quick question, Sharon? I know your
Yes.
time is wrapping
Well,
up.
no. Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
I just for the viewers and as we as your as the last question here, tell us how the discipline, because we've used that word quite a bit during our conversation, the disciplines that you brought home with you that you use today that really serves you. Can you speak a little bit about that?
So let me say this,
You still
because
spank your bed?
I think Uncle Patrick probably should talk about me a lot, but I am um I'm not brainwashed, but I am I think growing up in the islands, and my dad and my family, there's always been discipline, right? So going in the military, it was like, okay, all right, I could do this type of thing. But what I take back is, I try to share with family members and people around me, like, the things that I've learned, just going through the military, because no one says that, every day is easy. We do go through hard stuff, but it teaches you how to go through difficult challenges in life. And so, you share that with family. Now it's on them to, receive it and use it, right?
Yeah.
But definitely, in the household,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Which is one thing which is one thing that you don't say, no matter what, I'm always going to do that. Do
in
I
the,
have to ask
in
James
the
that?
household,
Yeah.
you still maintain, like, a lot of times, I because for us, you maintain financial discipline, you maintain some kind of discipline. You don't just go out there and just do just because you can. You have to think about, okay, you have to think about a rainy day or the what ifs, right?
Okay.
But you learn to have fun, but not, overly do it. And then, of course, certainly you have to think about yourself. You think about your family when you're doing things on the outside. You think about yourself, your family, and who you represent.
I
So
love
that
it.
discipline is just, it's
It's
you.
within you. Yeah, I
Yes,
love it.
it's
Thank you for
you.
that.
You have to let you have to display it, and that's just Yeah. I'll let
You
him
never
go.
told him about your little saying, you're the manager of your own peace?
Yes, you have to. You have to. You have to maintain. You have to control everything. Control what comes at you when it comes at you, and how it you give it back.
Absolutely.
Not to say
So,
that I'm perfect, but you gotta. Yeah.
so check me out. Hooah!
Or
Hooah! Let me hear it again. Let's hear it how you would say it. One more time. What is it?
I'm strong.
There you go.
Appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Nice meeting you.
Hey, nice.
Thank you again for your service. Blessings to you.
Yes. Thanks for the support.
You're welcome. Thank you. Wow, nice. Welcome back. And we just want to say we just chatted it up. I mean, Veterans Day is more than just, military stuff, serving like that. We can have fun too. Yeah. So we're back here, guys, and we're rushing because we've got a lot to unpack. We've got in the studio none other than the founder, the CEO, the person who started the Community Restore, which is a nonprofit. It's been around for over 10 years, Esther, and going and counting. And they have an amazing event coming up this weekend. So we've got Miss Esther Blyden here in the studio to tell us all about it. So go ahead. Welcome in, by the way. How are you?
All right. Thank you. It's awesome. Thank you for having me here. Thank you, APAP Media, for the airtime, which is important for nonprofits to get our word out. But Community Restore, what we're doing is we're doing a fundraiser because we have in the past applied for grants, and grants are not always approved, or so, or a lot of federal grants right now are on hold or stripped away. So we said, you know what? We need to go back to grassroots and start fundraising so our programs can continue.
Of course. And how did you, because we want to tell people about what's coming up this weekend and how they could find you and how they can support.
Yeah. So it's a Caribbean brunch fundraiser, and it's going to be held at Southland Golf and Country Club. It's going to be between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Sunday, November 16th. And we're going to have a VI cuisine. This is going to be a series of brunches, actually. So this is going to be the first one. And you can get the link. You can contact us at 470-440-1340, and you can message us. The tickets are at $50, but and it's free for youth. So if you want to bring your youth and you say, government shutdown, whatever, you don't have it, contact us and we'll get you there, because we need our youth in the building so they can learn about our career exploration workshops, that's how I even met Sharon, and she was a part of us last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we have Cultivate, that will be a after-school program starting in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands.
So Community Restore is for the youth?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's a pilot. It's our nonprofit, but we have different projects under it.
Mm-hmm. Working with our youth.
And women in construction, because it's pretty much...
Yes, so that's the field. That's the field that I'm in.
Tell the folks about that.
Yeah, so myself and the co-founder, Shanika Allen Dardell, we're both women in construction. And we just were like, something, let's start exposing young people to trades, because when we were in school eons ago, we had home ec, and there was woodworking and shop, and the youth we didn't have to go to another school or wait till we graduate from college. And unfortunately, we have some young men and women who went down the wrong path, and then they learned it in prison. So we try to catch them before they get to all that mess in the streets.
So they don't get.
Yes.
So they don't get, yes.
Yeah, so that they can have their mind in a positive direction and possibly have either definitely a career, but maybe even entrepreneurship in the future.
So what's your trade?
It's construction, but I do more of construction coordinating and managing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. And we just want to let the viewers know that it's this coming Sunday. So look for Community Restore. Just go on
Facebook, on Instagram.
Look out for them and support them because it's for a worthy cause.
And even if
wow.
and if you can't make it out to the event, it's similar to a GoFundMe link. It's a Give Better link, so it will be indefinitely be a actual funding link, a donation link, regardless.
Right, to help the youth from what age to what age?
10 to 18.
10 to 18. And before you leave, give us a good VI cuisine.
You want to know
what is a good VI cuisine?
We're gonna tantalize your palate. So we're gonna have. We call it Johnny Cake. I think y'all call it Festival. Everybody call it
cake, fried dumpling.
Fried dumpling.
Yes.
We're gonna have pick up sawfish, and then that's when the sawfish has mainly like the seasoning and like peppers. And then we have stew sawfish, which would be like with like tomato sauce and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have two. Yeah, and then we'll have salmon croquettes. We do normally salmon balls, but we're gonna do like salmon croquettes. Our tea will be bush tea, what we call is lemongrass.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have porridge.
Oh boy,
it's cold, so we gotta bring that porridge.
Yes,
and we'll have different milks because we know people have different dietary needs.
Yes.
So we'll have like almond and
All right.
yeah, coconut, evaporated milk, all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
we really appreciate her coming in. I mean, and sharing with us. So look out for them. It's this coming Sunday, Community Restore.
See you there.
Support. Because what they're doing makes a big difference. Not only here in the United States, but back in the islands, in Virgin Islands, St. Croix. Okay? Well, thank you for coming in, Sister
Thank you for the
Esther. We look
time.
forward to seeing you on Sunday.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
We're going to roll. We've got to
make a quick change.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we have two coders in the house.
Yes.
They're going to talk to us a little bit about the coding
Code.
industry.
Let me tell you.
So, I'm getting ready because they're named Code Ninjas. I'm ready. So, as we make this change, Sharon, anything happening? Because, Atlanta.
Oh my goodness!
A whole lot of stuff happening.
Yes, girl. Because this weekend alone, I mean, it's jam packed. Because we've got the Barbados, U-Big,
That's
and then
right.
we've got Antigua the same day. So it's Antigua and Barbados. They're doing their thing. They're doing their fundraisers. They're doing their balls. I mean, there's so many things going on. But it's Caribbean culture. It's our culture. So look, it's what we do as a people.
Yeah.
As they say, colored folks. I'm talking. We're the folks with color.
All right.
We're the folks with stuff.
Atlanta
We've got our stuff going on. Yes. So we want to say,
All right.
Sister Sharon.
So let's welcome.
Jeez.
I forgot the names already. Let's welcome our guests. Come on in, our Code Ninjas, and introduce yourself. Hello, beautiful queen. How are you?
Beautiful.
Good, thanks. I'm just a reflection of you, beautiful queen. I'm Juanita Cato, and this is my husband, Darren Cato. And our son is joining us here in the lobby, Logan. So we're very thankful. Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely.
You were very, very much welcome, Darren and Juanita Cato. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. So tell us a little bit. How do you use? Tell us a little bit about what coding is, because some people don't know coding.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna hold a little bit and do a quick little intro.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the
Okay.
mics are down. Okay.
Okay, so-
go ahead and introduce yourselves, Darren and Juanita.
Okay. Hi. Thank you for inviting us. My name is Juanita Cato, and this is my husband, Darren Cato.
Hi. We are the owners of 5 Code Ninjas locations in Metro Atlanta, where we teach kids how to code, primarily by building their own video games.
Oh, video games.
And can I tell you something? When I showed it to one of the guests in the studio, she says, "Oh, my nephew went to Snellville. And I'm like, how small is this world?
That's right.
So you'll meet her afterwards. Her nephew was one of your young folks, your young explorers.
I can't wait to see and meet.
Yes. So what you guys are doing, I mean, it's amazing. You know, so tell the folks out there are people out there who don't even know what that is all about. Just give them a little intro, a little thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You want to start or?
Sure. So we want to talk about coding?
Yes, sir.
So if you're not aware, all the apps that you're using on your phones, on your computers, your TV, pretty much software runs the world. So everything that's software-based, somebody has to write that. These are coders, these are software engineers, software developers, and that is essentially what we're teaching kids. We're not essentially teaching them how to get into the working world. We're teaching them problem solving and logical critical thinking skills. Okay. And coding is one of the best ways to learn that because it's a series of challenges. Mm-hmm. So we pair that with actual video games because we know kids love video games. So they're having fun while they're learning like probably one of the most valuable skills today.
Yes, and our children need to learn as early as possible. What does it feel like to fail? Failure doesn't mean the end. Grit, perseverance, all of those qualities that our children are practicing.
Our children.
Our children. Yes, because they're online playing Roblox all day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're playing Minecraft or other video games. And as soon as they fail, as soon as that life is taken from them, they just respawn and keep going. Mm. And we want them to practice that in other areas of their lives, like everywhere academically, socially, the way they engage and talk and carry themselves.
Yeah. Seems like it teaches critical thinking.
Yes.
And that's so important.
Discipline.
And this the discipline, critical thinking, different from just education, study for a test. But it sounds like with the coding, you have to work things out and you have to put things together like a puzzle. And you're using that so that they can have the tools in their daily lives.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're the mashup because I'm the educator, pre-K through 8th grade.
Wow.
And he's the software engineer. So.
Oh, okay. So that's amazing. So when did you decide this is what you want to do? You want to educate our children in our community because, you know, I mean, if I may say so, let's be real. We've been disenfranchised and there's so many who have been. And, you know, we just shared because it's Veterans Day and we just spoke to some veterans. Yeah. And the real truth is not everybody wants to serve, so to speak. But you know what? It's a way out. Yeah. As he just said, and I know folks that have done that.
Oh, yeah.
They decide, let me just go to the military so I can get free education and get out of the hood. Because stuff is just not always accessible to our people. That's right. So what you created, that space that you've created to educate our young ones.
That's right.
And so we're looking at, you know, there are people watching us now, and we want them to know that there are so many possibilities. We don't have to keep losing our youth to foolishness. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we can put our youth, because our youth are brilliant.
They are.
They really are brilliant. You just have to test them. You have to challenge them. And that's what you're providing that platform for them.
Yes. And if a child does decide to go into the military, we always encourage them, look for career paths.
Yes.
That you can go into where technology is there.
Of course.
And the military will train you. They'll give you all of that access and information. So, yes, you're right. When children feel like older, young adults, when they feel like there's not a lot of opportunities and they make a choice to go into the military, let it be beneficial in that way to explore if you can.
That's it. Travel and explore this great big world.
Yeah. Yep. So what made you came up with the name Code
Ninjas? Yes.
It is a franchise. We purchased into the model. Okay. The curriculum, the license, everything was already laid out for us. And so when you invest as a franchise owner, you're paying for access to that name, the branding, and the curriculum that goes a lot.
So you all are a small business.
We are a small business, and we were one of the early franchisees in Code Ninjas, so we took a chance because we thought it was a really good business model. Today, there are over 400 locations in the U.S., Canada,
Really?
and the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So if your listeners are watching, there's probably one near them.
Oh, and I see that you are, I mean, because like I said, a friend of mine, you know, has a family member who's gone through your has had your services.
Yes.
So that's big stuff. I mean, you have how many locations you serve here in the Metro Atlanta area?
Personally, for us, we own 5, but
5.
It's about 11 throughout Metro Atlanta.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so those are after-school programs?
It is an after-school program, and children go in just like you would go into any, like a tutoring center and do
course.
like 1 or 2 hours a week.
Yes.
They come in, they log in, they pick up where they left off on their video games that they were creating. We do robotics. They're learning about AI, machine learning. Anything I'm leaving out? Oh, if they enjoy Minecraft and Roblox and YouTube, like what you guys are doing, your content creation, we're teaching them how to use those tools, the digital tools, to create their own content as well. So they come in 1 hour, 2 hours a week, build that muscle,
Yes.
and then, you know, they just continue. We use like the martial arts philosophy, just like white through black belt.
Love that.
Yeah.
Hence, Coach Ninjas.
Yep. Yeah.
Like that a lot.
So they are learning about 4 different coding languages with us. They're starting with block-based, then they're moving to JavaScript, then
And these are the different programs, correct?
so just like we speak so many different languages, each computer program, the software, it uses a different language.
Okay.
And so C# and Java, JavaScript, Python, all those languages, they would build that video game. Like Roblox, the very popular game, they created their own language called Lua, L-U-A. So the children are learning that language when they make their own Roblox video games.
Man, I want to be a child all over again because I'm telling you, the opportunities are endless. I mean, seriously, the opportunities are endless. I mean, you know, you coded. I mean, you started with them, and I mean, it's a STEM inspired platform.
Yes, I mean,
And you know, again, our children are not so represented. So this is why we're so proud to partner with people like you because of what you offer. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. So I just want to congratulate you guys again for your platform, what you provide. 5 locations.
yep.
If there's anything we can do, shout out to us. And we will be, you know, happy to really, you know, bring you just a step further into our community.
And what is needed to retain customers and make them want to share with others?
Yeah, a strong reputation. And we pride ourselves in giving the best service to our children. Our staff, they're coach trained and developed to work with children of all backgrounds. Whatever behavior needs are there, we go out and we get coaching, training from professionals to support us with that. We also rely on the company that my husband founded, like right out of college, called Easy Transition.
I was just about,
Yeah.
tell me about Easy Transition, sir.
Well, Easy Transition is essentially it's an automation business for small businesses. So like ourselves. So a lot of small business owners, they don't do the basic things that's required to like market themselves, to respond to customers, on time, to go through sales pipelines. So we try to automate a lot of these things using AI. So that business owners don't have to be chained to their desk doing that stuff. Because most times you don't have a full complement of staff who can do that. You don't have the time because you're doing multiple things. So with Easy Transition, we can actually automate a lot of those things so that small businesses can actually offer their core service.
Yeah.
Man, so how did you use like marketing though, an agency to really help you grow your 5 locations? Because I'm curious. I mean, it's just you two. I mean, how do you staff and how do you keep that going? How do you market those locations?
Yeah, so we have a team. Most of the marketing is done through Easy Transition, and we have a small team there. And then we have our center directors on site who are responsible for actually communicating with customers, reaching out to schools, doing community events, all of that stuff. So Easy Transition handles the digital side, where we're doing ads and everything and automated outreach. But our center directors are doing boots on the ground work in our communities.
Do you ever go out to schools? I mean, do you partner with schools, different institutions, different, like we just had Community Restore, which is, a community-based nonprofit. I mean, do you connect with them? You partner with them,
Yeah. So primarily, we want the families to come into our centers because we think our centers are magical.
Right.
We think when you come in, it's a very interesting space. Like the kids come in and it's like a workshop. They get to come in, they get to socialize with each other, they get to see other kids like them, kids who are interested in the things that they're interested in. So being in that space is super important to us. But yes, we do go out to the schools and we partner with a lot of schools that are within our radius. We do math nights and STEM nights and other international nights. So we go in and we show a presence there.
Yeah.
And we do partner heavily with our PTAs so that they know who we are, and then we provide whatever service we can to them.
And after this, because I kind of want to keep it low-keyed until then. So when we get off air, when we close this down, we're going to be talking more because there's a lot of stuff going through my head right now.
Yeah.
Because of, especially where you're headquartered. I mean, there's so many opportunities for us to grow and explode together as a people.
Yes,
So,
that's the connector.
girl, let me tell you, my
now the connector.
Yes.
Michelle.
Michelle, big up to Michelle. Let me tell you, that's our connector. That's our connector.
Advocate.
Yes.
Really helps to grow Speak Harmony.
She's a real
big
community.
Up again, Michelle Hill.
Yes, Michelle Hill,
Thank
every
you so
time.
very much. So what ages do you serve?
Start at age 5.
Okay.
Because when we first started, we started at 7, but I was like, as a pre-K teacher, I was like, my babies can do this.
That's right.
And so parents we've been doing this for 8 years. So parents who had the siblings in and then baby was still like in the belly.
Yeah.
And we were like, bring that baby back.
That's right. That's right.
And now they're signing up and they're members, and it's the most amazing, beautiful thing to offer this to our community and see the children grow throughout the years.
So it's from 5 years old to big children like us?
It can be. So the average age is about 14, 15 for the oldest. But we have something called internship or sensei boot camp. So sometimes we have people, adults, who are interested in computer science. They're studying on their own or they're going to school, but they don't have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And so they come to us if they have the right personality, if they're open to coaching, training, they love working with children. We train them on learning those coding languages.
Because so many
I'm signing up. I'm so serious.
In our age group, so many are afraid of AI, and we always laugh and say, "You've never used GPS? Oh yeah. You never had an answering service? Oh yeah." So we was like, "Oh, you've been using AI? You never go on Google?" So we, but people need to understand what AI, the benefits. So where do you see, Easy Transitions going and Code Ninjas moving forward for the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, well, you mentioned AI, which is really, really important. Easy Transition uses AI for everything. Now with Code Ninjas, the thing that we see is some parents might be concerned and say, "Why is my kid learning to code when AI can code now?" Which is true. AI can code. It's a very good coder. And we're very concerned that coders won't exist in the near future. But if you look at it, AI can do literally everything. So it's not just coding; it's everything. Yeah. It's like if you look at any other profession, accounting or law, or whatever. I mean, it's just data.
Yeah.
Yes.
And AI can ingest that, and it can be as good as any lawyer. So what we found is that, or at least what we think, is that the way careers are going to work in the future is that humans are going to work with AI. And I think the people who are going to be very successful are the ones who know how to, the early adopters, but the ones who know how to think critically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because AI can do a lot of the grunt work. But if we can get thinkers who can essentially think on a higher level, know how to solve problems, know how to define a problem,
Yes.
right? Know how to break down a problem. They can speak with AI, and AI could be like a superpower for them.
Of course.
That's what we're teaching 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
So,
that.
I mean, imagine what happens when they enter the workforce.
Right.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they are going to be leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else.
Correct.
It's not about coding. Like coding is just a tool to help them learn critical thinking.
Yeah. So think of AI as like a calculator. I've heard someone use
Yes.
that as an analogy. Like, if I were to give you a calculator and say, complete this algebraic equation, and you're like, okay, I got the tool to help me, but I need to know what to input first, the sequence of what to punch in or tell
course.
what to process. So the person who has that tool, they're going to move at a velocity unlike the other person who's just like, I want to do it on my own. So we're teaching our children, you still need that logical thinking, the problem-solving skills to be able to ask. We call it prompt engineering. You need to be able to prompt AI to tell it what to do specifically, because if you ask it a very generic thing, you're going to get a very generic answer. But if you tell AI to think like, whatever role in your company that you need it to be, it's going to show up that way for you.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more powerful than we can even think right now of how it can support our business, how it can support us with taking care of our home, taking care of our health, everything.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to see Darren create these guidelines and procedures and protocols using AI.
I like that a lot because you know what? I kind of like the English language a lot. And I'm just going to stay there for a minute. What I've realized is that we depend so heavily on technology, but the human element will always, and I maintain that, will always be necessary because, and I'll give you one quick thing. When you're doing a text message, for example, we know that. It's like spelling, diction, grammar. I'm a big advocate. So go ahead and scream at me. I know they are right now, okay? Because they know that. Because you're looking at someone who was about the spelling bee. That's me, and I am that person. So, oh my God, they can't even spell. What's this?
It's autocorrect.
Stuff?
Yeah.
And this autocorrect is messing up a lot of us because a lot of people, I'm not joking. I've seen books published. I've seen publications, and I'm going, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my God, they misspelled this. Oh my, this sentence was not constructed the right way. Yeah. This is freaky.
And they're probably millionaires.
Total millionaires. I understand, but I'm like, come on. So, you know, so you guys are, you both are amazing with what you do. Tell us really, what are some of the community responses that you get when you decided this is what you were going to be offering to the community? How do they receive you?
Well, the number one thing we hear when parents walk into, we call our centers dojos. The number one thing we hear when parents walk into our dojos is that, oh my God, I wish I had this when I was a kid.
Yeah,
That is the number one thing that we hear.
I do.
So, yeah, for the most part, it's positive. For the most part, in the community, it's positive. Parents love this for their kids, and there are certain kids who. This is like their second home. Like they love coming here. This is how they build bonds and make friendships and everything. They may not be the super extroverted, athletic kid, although we have those too. But the ones who are really about video games or math, science, exploration, they really love coming to our centers.
Yeah.
And it's a great social bonding experience for some kids.
So you did say that AI can code. How do you keep coding and what you do relevant?
Yeah. So
the heart of what we do, like we create a positive social engagement environment. So our senseis, we call our teachers senseis.
Mm-hmm.
They are the master teachers. They're studying computer science or game development in college or high school. And so to offer a space to young children where they can see themselves, they have a friend or positive coach or guide who's going to help them create whatever they dream up of. And that's something that is very rare for children. Like, it's one thing to play basketball or football, but imagine a group of children who just, that's not my thing. So they're looking for their community. They're looking for their tribe. And when they walk in, instantly they feel like, this is where I should have been all along.
Of course. So if you could tell any child and every child out there, that's your camera. Tell them right now, I want both of you to tell a child, just any child, each of you tell them one thing about their future tech. I mean, this future tech person, what would that be? Just,
Want to go first?
Well, if I was speaking to any child, I would tell them, again, we touched on AI so many times, and I think AI is going to affect all of us here today, but it's going to affect the kids even more, right? Because AI is only getting better and better, and it's going to get more pervasive in our lives, right? So by the time our kids grow up, it will be second nature. It will be everywhere. And we talked about early adopters. The people who embrace it now are the ones who are going to pretty much lead the world. They're going to lead the world. So the kids need to get into, like we say, critical thinking and problem solving are the skills of the future. Nothing else matters. If you cannot solve a problem or you cannot think critically, AI can do everything else. So these are really the only skills you need to learn in terms of knowledge, in the knowledge economy, right? If you're doing stuff with your hands, then that like maybe different until the robots come. But for now,
they're coming.
They're
right?
They're
here. You know, it reminds me when I have a son in his late 40s who is a coder as well. But I remember when he was like 5 years old, and in elementary, a little older than that, but he was in elementary and he was writing. And I would always say, your penmanship is so poor. He says, Mom, why are you worrying about it? I just need to know how to sign my name because computers are going to take care of everything. That was way above a computer was in every household. We didn't have one. And then I see in that foresight. So as you were talking about AI, he was right. As you're talking about AI and learning, I'm sure it's going to be in the schools and it's going to be in second nature as we have this small computer in our hands.
Look at the babies. I mean, every baby that I know, a month old, and they're reaching. I'm sorry, they're not reaching for the food or the bottle or the pacifier.
They want the iPad,
phone, and as soon as you see it with a phone, I had my phone. I did. I'm in the store the other day, and I'm walking around with my phone, and this child is, and I'm going.
They know it.
Seriously, she was reaching for my phone. And I'm like, give me a break. They know how to use it. And if you want to know how to use it as an adult, you don't know what you're doing,
give it to them. Give it to them.
And they'll teach you.
They'll
teach you.
And so you were going to give us your tip?
Yes.
I mean, definitely, I always talk to the parents because the parents need to know and understand, not to fear. Like when their children are exploring, of course you want to monitor who they're talking to, like what information, and teach them about the safety of everything online. That's a big issue that many of us don't talk about.
Parents don't even know. So that's real good. I appreciate you say that.
So with our son, he's 13 now, and when we first started, and he was, about 4 or 5 years old, 5 years old when we first started, and with him being diagnosed on the spectrum, it's like, there were so many things that we had fears and concerns about. Like, should we expose him? Should we take him here? Will he interact well? And I want to let parents know this is the safest way to expose your children to opportunities for careers, because within this realm, in the tech realm, your child will thrive. That knowledge that they learn through coding, through AI and STEM related activities, it will strengthen them in a way that's going to prepare them to take care of themselves for the rest of their lives.
All right.
There's a lot to digest, but you know what? I really honor what you both are doing. We really honor you, especially on this day. I mean, gosh.
We honor you.
Love it.
So I have to end with this.
Oh, thank you.
I know this. And so, folks, we so appreciate our viewers hanging in with us, seeing and learning, and knowing that we support those that are boots on the ground, those who are serving. So all the veterans out there, we truly appreciate all the things that you do for us and the things that we don't know that you even do for us. Yes. We appreciate Code Ninjas coming in and really giving us some knowledge.
Can I share one thing? Because I got to say, shout out to one person.
Yes.
Mr. Greg Alexander, owner of Cascade Skating, who gave us a chance as Easy Transition. And we have worked with him for over 10 years, managing his website and digital marketing. Mm-hmm. And from that support, we've seen Cascade grow leaps and bounds, opening other Cascade, East and West. And now, Marquee Lounge above Cascade Skating, where they host events and parties. And then out in Douglasville, they have a cookies and cream of premier ice cream.
Oh boy, so we need to make a trip out there. Okay,
so that's his name one more time.
Yes.
Mr. Greg Alexander.
Mr. Greg Alexander, thank you. It seems as though he was a stepping stone for helping you to reach where you are. And so it's a great example. Small businesses, helping small businesses, getting larger, becoming larger. And so, yes, we thank you. Yes. And we also thank you, Speak Harmony family. We appreciate APAP Media Group and Mr. P for bringing in his family.
Yes.
Thank you, APAP Media, for sponsoring this show. And to our other sponsor, Heart Love Inc., who specializes in emotional and relationship drama. Listen. Join us next Tuesday right here, live on YouTube, 7 to 8 p.m., as we continue learning from those who inspire us through action and purpose. So until then, keep speaking harmony.
Yeah, just like, share. Like, subscribe, share.
So you want to know more, you got to share.
That's
we
it.
Want the viewers, so come on, subscribe, and even put it on. And even if you have to watch it later.
There you go. I love it. Love you guys. Appreciate
it. Welcome to Speak Harmony, hosted by Sharon, Thompson, and Dr. Sharon, Reid, bringing news, ideas, and community needs. We learn, we grow, we stay informed together in harmony. Our voices are heard. Speak Harmony, where knowledge meets community.